Hey, welcome to Game Informer. I'm Jeff Cork, joined today by Ben Reeves.
How's it going, Jeff?
Doing quite well. And Leo Vader.
Howdy.
And we're looking at Battle Chasers Nightwar.
That's right. I
Ben,
like the way you say it.
You've been playing this game.
That's right.
What
2.4 hours, in fact.
Wow.
Give or take?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. We're jumping right into a battle. Didn't have to do a whole lot of chasing. It just kind of brought itself to us. So this is, as you can see, a little bit of a turn-based action game.
A little bit.
It's
a little bit of one of those.
based on Battle Chasers.
Yeah, the old comic. Remember that one?
I don't remember that
Yeah.
one. Tell me all about it.
I don't know how many people do. It's a comic from the 90s.
Okay.
And written by one Joe Mad. He was a great guy, great comic artist. This is his art style, as you can see, which I dig it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, he drew X-Men for a time, and everybody loved him.
Maybe
and then
a little...
he did this indie comic called Battle Chasers,
Yeah.
which is this fantasy-themed, kind of D&D inspired world.
Yeah. He also did Darkstalkers. Good grief.
Oh my gosh.
How embarrassing.
Come on.
What was
Darksiders.
Darksiders.
Yeah.
Oh
He was
my-
on that team that he helped found that studio.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm just thinking and playing at the same time.
It's
And
very
then
difficult.
the tricky thing is like that that comic series Battle Chasers
Yes.
was never actually finished. So
A bit of a rocky history is if I have this straight. It was supposed to be monthly, and it didn't really work out that way.
No.
There were like up to 16-month gaps between
yeah, it
issues.
was super ridiculous.
Finally
I think,
ended at 9 issues.
I think it did okay for like maybe episode or issues 1 and 2.
Okay.
Just super long, stretched out, and then just abruptly in the middle of a storyline stopped coming out. And it's been, how long has it been? Like 17 years now?
All right. So
it's been a while.
It's fresh on everyone's mind.
That's right.
It's on the tip of everyone's tongue. Battle Chaser. So does this take place after, during the storyline that was featured in the comics? This
is a side story.
a side story, but same characters, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure how much you want me to describe what's going on in on screen at this moment.
I want you to
but-
tell me everything that's happening on the screen. So this is a dungeon you've done before?
Yeah, I have. So actually, I unlocked the legendary challenge
Okay.
mode if we want to do that, which gives you better chess rewards.
My question to you is, rate calculate your chances of success on the legendary difficulty. Well, I guess we're not going to see that, are we?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I could always leave and come back, I guess. I thought maybe we wanted to do like a quick tour of what was happening.
Yeah, let's do that.
But
Without you
Nightwar,
sweating.
this is more of like a side story for
Okay.
than a continuation of the comic. It was kickstarted, 2 years ago or something like that. And he did promise that he would write more of the comic and we'll finish off that story at some point.
Yeah.
And it's coming out at some point down the line, theoretically.
Yeah.
But this is a side story where all the characters from the comic are they crash land on this island and now they're just trying to sort of get off. Like this is pretty early on in the story, so it seems like there's some shady stuff going on this island.
Okay.
And we're gonna eventually go on a quest to stop it.
Yes.
But at this point in the narrative, again 2.4 hours in, we're just kind of trying to find our missing crew and go home.
Now, this dungeon that you are in right now, are there like random elements in the way that it's generated?
Yeah, we
Talk
can
to
kind of
me about
see.
this.
Here's the map.
Okay.
I'm on that highlighted square, obviously. This is kind of Diablo overlay style. There's these guys that are running away from me. Let's see if I can catch them.
Is this because you're so powerful at this point?
I think that's just those characters
Is
like
this
to
what
run
they
away.
do?
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's fun.
That's how they are.
All right,
They're
so-
little feisty little guys.
Right. Now, you read the comics when they came out, right?
Yeah, I did, well, not right when they came out, but I have read them.
Yeah. Okay. So, is it a thrill to you to see these characters and play as them? Or did you have to look and read the comics over again because you'd forgotten everything?
I think it's cool. I like the art style. I liked the comic okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to insult anybody who like really loves the comic. Like I
That'd
think
be
it
a
was
weird assumption.
Yeah, I wouldn't just insult them to their face. Like they
Yeah.
could be really cool people. But I thought the comic was fairly just story-wise average.
Okay.
So that's not why I'm into this. Like the art was amazing and the characters look cool.
Yes.
And I think the world seems pretty okay, like a generic kind of like D&D inspired like fantasy world, but
Right.
seemed cool. Like there's stuff going on. Has sort of a Halloween vibe to it.
Okay.
I mean the season, not the movie, obviously.
Okay.
But yeah, because there's werewolves and all kinds of monsters.
Werewolves.
Kind of running around. Werewolves. Yeah.
Okay, that's... I'd say we could try another take on that one, but I think
It's werewolves with hooves.
werewolves with hooves. Then again, I'm the
Wasn't
guy who
that
said...
obvious?
I called it Darkstalkers, so I'm going to think about that forever.
There's some crafting in this game.
Yeah,
so...
let's talk about the game.
Yeah, let's talk about
All right. So you're killing stuff. You're collecting loot that you can then use for crafting, as you're pointing out before I jumped in.
That's right. There's nothing really good to craft at this point.
Okay.
But just to show there is crafting. This area, so I'm kind of like wandering back through an old area, but collect new stuff. I can fight monsters I've already fought. I'm a little over leveled for this area.
Okay.
I know they want the game to be sort of challenging for people. It's cool.
If only there was a way you could unlock a legendary difficulty of this particular
only
dungeon.
Yeah. Do you want me to leave and we can
No,
redo
that's
it?
fine. You're doing great. This makes it more exciting. Purgle
So,
like a buggle.
I've been blowing through dudes.
Yes.
Just blowing them through. And I should maybe explain, you have your basic actions.
Yes.
Which are fast actions that you instantly take that attack. You can see the turn order up on the left-hand corner over there. So this thing's pretty cool because it does some bleed damage. And when you do an attack like that, you build up this overcharge meter, which is your blue bar under your character in the bottom left-hand corner. And that overcharge is basically mana.
Okay.
So you use mana for your special stuff, like Bretto over here. He has a healing wave that he can like spend 15 mana on. But if I wait to do that after I do an attack to build up my overcharge, so I built up 10 overcharge. So if I use that next round, I would use that overcharge first.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm not over-explaining it.
And what would be the reason you would want to do that, Ben?
Reason you would want to use your overcharge? Well, you lose overcharge after the battle's over.
Okay, it's just like a consumable
So
resource
it's a-
kind of that is discrete to that particular battle.
Yeah, so all that overcharge I built up, I've
Yes.
lost all that. So I should have used it that round.
Right.
But if you beat a guy in one go,
Right.
you know, it's no purpose. But for longer boss battles, it's actually pretty cool.
It's kind of a way to encourage to get out of the rut of just the same attacks, too, I would assume. Right?
Yeah, you're constantly like, oh, I have this overcharge. I might as well use it so I can use some of those big attacks. The other trick to it is those bigger attacks are on a time delay.
Okay.
And I'll show you next time we get into a battle here. See if we can find somebody.
You're quite literally a battle chaser right now.
I think the dungeon layout looks different to me. Oh, what should we do here?
A blue worn book on the shelf catches your eye. What do? You could dust off the title, pull it, tap it twice gently. I think, Leo, this is your decision.
I always tap it twice gently in the case where I find a book on a shelf. That's generally what I do.
It does nothing. What did you think it'd do?
I don't know why I thought that would do something.
Worth a shot.
Dust it off? I think we should dust off the title.
All right. It says War Seekers Volume 1. Now what?
I'm more interested in battle chasing.
Should we dust it off again?
Yeah.
Maybe there's something more?
Volume 10.
My gosh.
Okay.
Glad we dusted it off. Let's see. Is there more?
You've dusted this book to near spotless.
Well, I think we're
no
done here.
longer dusty.
Just take it off.
All right, time to pull it.
Side quest complete.
Something grinding in the distance. Is this a secret door?
Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, should I dust it off again?
Okay.
I can tap it again.
Yeah,
All right,
you should tap it one more
Dude,
time.
let's fight this guy.
All right. So now you're going to show off
I'm really going to show
this
off.
really cool thing.
Watch out.
Against this poor buddy. Bandit Gunslinger.
Want to see how it's done? Was that a line from the comic?
Yeah, is that a line from the comic?
So, yeah,
Just answer
all
the
the
question.
lines, all the dialogue is taken straight out of the comic. So your abilities are your mana moves. And so, let's see, barrier swings, kind of cool because it adds a barrier element to your lowest health character.
Okay, so in addition to the swing.
You can see on the left-hand side there,
Yes.
she's at the top right now, but if I do that move,
Right.
it knocks her down below
Okay.
the enemy's attack. So that's kind of something you got to watch. I'm like, well, the enemy's going to get an attack before she does her move.
Where she puts the barrier up.
Yeah, which is too bad.
Yeah.
So same with Warblade. In this instance, the enemy doesn't get attack yet, so it's to my advantage to just go after him and nail him.
All right. What's up with the giant gloves?
Good question. So she is the daughter of a famous warlord,
Okay.
and she found these gauntlets, which were father's gauntlets, and they made her almost indestructible.
Okay.
Because they're kind of like magic gauntlets, but she's a kid.
Right.
And she's on a quest to like find out what happened to her dad.
Oh, okay.
And this is all based on the comic stuff, right?
Right.
And then she finds this Calibretto, I believe his name is, the giant golem robot. Oh my gosh, another book to dust off.
All right, let's move further into the dungeon if we can avoid this.
No more books?
Tugging
You're good
on
with
books
that?
is a lot of fun in its own way, but...
And then the other dude with her is this swordsman, who's a famous swordsman who fought with her father back in the day.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how she met all these guys.
All right. So are you getting... you said there's like a crafting element. You're getting new weapons and everything. What are you crafting? Mm-hmm. Are they like consumable or like, can I get a new sword? Because that sword looks like it is worn out.
The sword is very worn out.
Is it always going to be worn out?
Probably a worn out sword. No, like in fact, those boxing gloves things she's
Yeah.
wearing were not the ones she started with.
Interesting.
And I think that's actually kind of... It's interesting. It's kind of silly looking, but...
I don't think so.
But you don't think so.
No,
So
it looks
that's... game appeals to all kinds of people here.
Yeah.
If I would go into my menu here, here's my characters.
Yeah,
Show
yeah.
you their equipment. So you get new stuff. Like this is all better stuff
Okay.
than I had. I don't really need these. I don't even have necklaces.
You
or
don't have a
trinkets
neck
yet.
or a trinket.
I know.
Okay.
I don't even have those.
Okay.
But there's a color coding to them, kind of Diablo style, where obviously I'm wearing green stuff right now. I got one blue, which is really cool. Really, really cool thing. So as you level up and find more gear and more loot, it'll get better.
You're
and
going to
then
want to find purples.
I'm going to really want to find some purples. But yeah, so there's that. There's perks.
Different skills that you're
Different
unlocking.
skills that you just unlock by default. You don't really do a whole lot of leveling them up yourself.
Okay, so there's
The
not like
combat ability just kind of like all unlock.
Okay.
There's no like skill tree really.
And do you choose what attacks you have available to you, or once you unlock something, it's just added to a long list?
At this point, at 2.4 hours into the game, I haven't had to do that. So,
Okay.
but maybe once I unlock, because there's quite a lot of abilities there. Maybe once I get all of them, I'll have to like select them.
Just to say, hey, Leo, are we at 2.5 at this point?
Yeah, we've officially hit 2.5
Oh my
hours.
gosh, we crossed over.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so also I noticed in the loading screen, there's some fishing going on here.
Oh, you want me to try to find a fishing spot?
Desperately.
All right. One more thing too about attacks is there's
Yes.
a burst meter you slowly build up, bottom left corner.
Yeah, it
You
is
see that
almost
burst.
entirely full. If
It is bursting. It's ready to go.
Okay.
So I should maybe do a burst attack.
Okay, do it.
And show you these are like hyper powerful
Yes.
attacks. Like see, I do like 58 damage, and then for the next three turns he'll bleed for a bunch of damage.
Okay.
And these are, as I've seen so far, also instant.
Oh, that robot
Look
is
at he's
gonna
almost gone.
bleed out motor oil.
And this guy's pretty strong too, I should say.
Is he?
I should. But then Gully's burst move is she like puts up defensive bubbles around everybody, and then Bredo he heals your team. So everyone's different. And you unlock new bursts as you go, and there's trophy support for this game.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
So that gully thing with the bubbles, was that something that carried over from the comics? Was she always throwing bubbles around?
No, she.
Okay.
I think it just has to say with like she's kind of a tank character.
Right.
She's like almost indestructible.
She's generous as well.
So she's a good. Yeah, and she's very generous. So she's a person where you might want to like have
Okay,
her.
so there are traps that you can avoid if you want, or you could just
Or
take
you
a
just
shot
sit there
to the
and
back.
stand on it.
Okay, that's cool.
Each person too has their own ability in the dungeon, so
okay.
he can heal the whole team.
Okay, just passively, or
Yeah, just like that.
okay. Are some characters faster? So if you kind of just want to blast through the
Well, in fact, he has a little dash move.
Let's
So
see it.
like with these, oh my gosh. So if I want to do that and dash around, I can.
All right.
This is really cool and
Go,
stuff,
go,
but I
go,
think
go.
people are kind of expecting some fishing.
They're
gameplay.
begging for the fishing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find some fishing.
Now I know that I would not be expecting fishing in a library. That's my observation.
Except fishing for my next great read.
It's another John Grisham joint.
Oh,
we
what are
go.
the odds?
Yeah. All right. So here we got a battle against two opponents. Typically, are you facing just small groups? You fight larger crowds eventually, and you're 2.5 coming on 2.6. hours of gameplay?
It's coming up there. In fact,
Actually,
yes.
Yeah.
I've fought, I think, up to 3 dudes in a screen, but then sometimes there'll be waves of them.
Okay.
So you'll fight one wave of dudes and kill those guys, and a next wave runs up to you.
Yeah.
All in the same battle. So it was pretty cool the way I dealt with them.
Yeah. And talk to me about bosses. Do the bosses do anything interesting, or are they just giant, big pile of meat that you just attack a whole bunch of times? What kind of stuff have you seen? They have any interesting.
I fought a giant robot.
Okay.
He was a pretty cool dude. He died in a fiery explosion.
All right, you're really setting the scene.
That's right. I don't know. What do you expect from a giant boss in a game like this? This is definitely Final Fantasy inspired, turn-based, but then there's some Diablo elements with the loot. And,
Right.
I think they were inspired by Darkest Dungeon.
Okay.
Was kind of the random elements.
Mm-hmm. But no permadeath or anything like that. You're always going to have these characters.
I am so good I have not died. But yeah, I can't imagine your characters would die.
You have not died.
In real life either.
Not
Impressive.
bad. Hey, is that a little fishing hole?
Do not... Oh.
Could that be a place?
Wait a minute. Look at this.
To dip your line, so to speak?
Oh,
you can't do it when any of these are nearby. I think I know the solution to that.
Let's go take these guys out.
There you go. All right, show me something real cool.
Well, what haven't we done yet?
You tell me.
We haven't done Wildfire yet.
Okay. Quake Fist, Scattershot. Hey, Leo, do you have any questions for Ben as he's fighting this gunner shot robot?
Do we want to go to a legendary dungeon just to see what it's like to die?
Yeah, let's see how tough it is.
Well, after we're done fishing.
Well, of course.
Of course. We'll fish before and after, probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully during.
Kaplooey. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be leveling up, too.
Ooh.
We're going to get there. You're going to see what a level up looks like.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I do like the animations are really fun and good.
They're fun and good.
That's what I think about the animations.
Not to spoil the review too much.
Yeah, if you like the way I worded that, just wait until you read the review.
Yeah. It will also be fun and good.
I think the review will be fun and good for you.
All right. So, okay, we're talking about like the random elements of the dungeon. When you played this dungeon the first time, do you recall if this was kind of the same types of enemies that you were facing, or does it pull from a different pool of enemies?
Same types of enemies. I do notice it looks like the layout might be slightly different.
Different traps and things. Where are you going? You're running away from fishing.
Are you doing?
I don't want to say the layout was totally different. I might just be misremembering it, but...
All right.
Can it use
all right, let's
are
just
nearby?
clean out these enemies and we'll jump back to it. Does that sound good?
That sounds great. We'll jump right to it. All right, you have cleared this zone out, Mr. Reeves.
That's
and
right.
Now we're going to go fishing.
Look, here we are.
Here we
fishing.
are. You've got a fishing journal. You can cast your line. Okay.
So you have set strength I can do. There's a whale in there. It looks like I should try to catch him.
Oh.
A regular monstro. So, are you a big fan of fishing in video games, Ben Reeves?
I can't say that I'm a huge
Leo?
fan.
What do you think? Really?
I like it conceptually.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Nice to like, oh, this is an activity that'd be like nice and relaxing and just break the pace a little bit. But I get bored of them real quick.
I get bored of them really quick, but I will continue to do them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Look at this, a new record. Mr. Krabby.
That's not a conventional way to get crab.
No, not at all. So you get apparently loot, gear as well for fishing.
Okay.
And I don't actually know what you do with the fish. I haven't spent a lot of time fishing yet. But look at all these guys. So many.
All right, get that big guy.
All right, let's see if we can get that guy. Oh, that was too far.
Well, you'll get him on the way back.
Right.
What? What are you doing? You can't just like manually have it.
Oh shoot. No, I can't like reel it in, I think.
You can't reel it in?
Well, unless I misunderstand.
Now rotate the stick.
Rotating.
Really?
Nope.
They just come and get it eventually?
Oh, I feel really good about that one. Yes.
Looks pretty good. Come on, buddy.
Oh, that guy.
No, wrong
Not
guy.
you.
Great catch. Oh, scooter.
And also 2 medium fish chunks.
Yummy.
Okay.
Oh,
He's like the only guy over there.
Huh?
Come on. Hey!
Oh, maybe he's not into your
Numbnuts.
bait.
yeah, you're probably not high enough level.
Oh.
There's a bit of an edge to that. Leo, I picked up on that. Maybe you're not high enough level.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be way higher level by now. I didn't want to make a thing about it.
Oh.
All right, so this is the thing that I'll spend most of the time doing, even though it
Far
doesn't,
too much
doesn't
time.
Look, it doesn't look super great.
Oh.
Oh! Reel it in.
Here we go.
Reel it
You
in.
son of a... Get over here.
Okay, your line
Come on.
strength. Oh, buddy,
I don't know how to
Come
like
on.
let the line strength out.
it got away. I read one time.
It was very clear that you're supposed to do something with the left thumbstick.
Yeah,
to
you should
reel
be
it in.
doing-
Oh, I was reeling him in with the left thumbstick. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Sure, you were.
It's not the right way.
not at all the right way. No.
Huh?
I think he wants it.
Is it a coelacanth? Huh?
Reel it in.
Oh, buddy.
It's getting further away.
Yeah, I think I just need better gear.
All right, so we'll just keep doing this for 45
Yeah,
minutes.
should I?
Yeah.
It sounds great.
It's grind fishing a little bit.
Actually, hey, Leo, can you, just for the purposes of this video, can you cut out all that other stuff we showed earlier and let's just focus on this?
The fishing
Yeah.
is good. Hey!
Great catch. What is it?
Bubbles!
This is a young shark. I'm surprised that Reiner didn't smash through the wall upon hearing the S word. Okay, there we go. So
There you go.
that's fishing.
Quick look
A quick look at.
at fishing.
There you go.
Yeah, it
Now, what
does
is that
look very
pool?
fun.
What's going on with that?
I was trying to see if there's a way to leave.
What is that?
Ooh, I feel more powerful.
Congrats.
Okay,
Some
but
kind of boost pool.
all right,
So should we leave and check out a legendary dungeon?
let's do that. All right, Reeves. Now we're gonna try it at the. Where are you going?
Oh
Legendary difficulty.
no, I don't want to. Don't make me.
You have to. You're gonna reset the dungeon.
Oh, I guess I gotta reset it.
Here we go.
Clear all that progress.
See if you got what it takes.
Nope.
All right. The legendary treasure cache.
Dying here apparently resets the dungeon.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
No, not at all. Not with my crew.
All right.
Not on my watch.
Not bad. So we saw kind of the general flow of combat before, and now we're gonna see when you ramp up the difficulty a little bit, if it's harder.
If it still flows. Good question, though. I should say, remember to bring flasks with you.
Did you bring flasks?
Yeah, I did bring some flasks.
How many?
Those are, I think I got 5.
Okay, that's what I would recommend.
Yeah, 5's a good starter.
That's what I bring to work.
I always loved in.
5 flasks.
Yes, that's right. Lunch every day, 5 flasks.
One's full of soup.
Mm-hmm.
One's full of nacho cheese.
Yep.
One's full of chili.
Yep.
What are the other 2 full of?
Listerine.
Yep, one's full of Listerine for afterwards.
I think somebody's full of something.
All right.
Yeah, the other one is empty, and I use it to urinate at my desk.
So you could conceivably, Yuck, I will stop drinking that. You could conceivably run past all the enemies.
That's what I'm doing. Should
All
I
right.
jump into a battle here?
No.
Is that what you want to see?
All
I
right.
guess I'm going to battle this guy. Let's see how hard he is.
All right. Ruin's back.
He doesn't look like he has that much more health.
No. So you're kind of filling up a monsterpedia as well, because like when you first encounter an enemy, it looks like they have question marks all over their stats, and now here.
Yeah. So the more you encounter them, the more you learn about them, and
Yes.
eventually you know how much health they have and more about them,
I like that.
which is great.
So here we go.
Ta-da! Garrison's the best.
Common
Hello,
parts,
Master.
scraps of hide.
Got a little bit of stuff.
So show us the leveling up process.
That was it.
That was it.
How'd you like it?
Hey, I have a feeling we're going to see it twice more at the
We
conclusion
might
of this
get
battle.
to see a little bit more of that.
All right.
If you really liked what you saw,
Yep.
and I think you did.
All right. So walk me through what you're doing here. You
This guy's much tougher.
Oh yeah.
I'm just using some basic attacks to build up my overcharge.
And what are you going to do for your? What's your goal with this overcharge?
Good question. Should I use my burst? I could.
Leo should have used his burst.
That's a healing thing,
It
right?
heals. It's
But
kinda
nobody has lost any
unnecessary.
health,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a good point. I should not.
No.
Is your answer?
A preemptive heal seems like a big waste. But
Can never be too careful.
I could burst on the big guy there with Garrison.
yeah. So the robotic
Ooh.
and mechanical enemies are able to take bleed damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's able to take bleed damage, which is kind of interesting.
Huh. They should call it leak damage for those guys, right?
That's right, they should. So I'm going to do one that does 14 damage to nearby enemies, so I'll take
Okay.
them both out.
All right.
And I'm going to burst
Uh-huh.
when I bit the big guy.
Okay. All right. So we're doing this one again,
Ta-da!
which continues to look pretty
It's
okay.
pretty good.
All right. Now you're not killing these enemies, to be clear. You just knocked them out.
Just knocking them out.
Right. And then you
Being friendly. So honestly, kids could play this game.
yeah, take their fur off like you're just unzipping it. Black. All right.
All right, I like Warblade. Although, I
What?
just earned this one.
Do it.
Magic damage.
Let's
it's
see
good.
it.
Restore health for each enemy that is bleeding.
Why would I want that?
Well, if you have a group of enemies that are bleeding, you would restore health for each enemy.
Oh.
Effective
Not to the
instead.
enemy. Yeah, that's...
Deal 18, but then restore 31.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting trade-off.
If you want, I can
like,
sit by you when you're doing this review and help.
I might need some
read the
help,
text.
honestly.
Oh, sundered, bleeding. Okay, so is he confused? What's going on? He's got the ellipses.
That is when you cast an ability
Uh-huh.
that takes some time to, like, build up.
Ah,
That's the visual signal that that's what they're doing.
gotcha. Look at that. Blammo,
Ooh,
blammo.
Hey, 2 perk points.
All right, what do you do with perk points?
I could apply those if you want to go.
I would
with
love
those.
to see you apply your perk
Let's
points.
do some perks.
All right. So now,
Wrong button. So I'll go here into perks.
uh-huh.
So I have all these things I could select here.
Yes.
Increase my crit chance
Mhm.
or stamina or
Yep.
defense. What do you think?
Leo?
Obliterate
Mm.
is a good word.
Yeah.
That I'm a
Okay,
fan
we
of.
can just ignore what Leo just said. That's
Mhm.
fine. Just AP up it is.
Oh, you want to obliterate?
Yeah, we just obliterate his feedback.
Oh, nope. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I can't do that,
Obliterate
Leo.
my feelings.
I spent all my points.
Did you really?
I spent 6 of them on that.
Huh.
But I can do one of these too.
Yeah, why not? You're going to do what you want to do anyway. May as well.
Okay. Leo, I'll listen to you this time. What do you think?
Critical retaliation.
Critical retaliation?
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Reinforced knuckles it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right. So this
You
game
guys
makes
always do this.
it. All right. Leo, for real.
For real, just tell me what you want.
What do you
I'll
want?
do
Start strong.
it. Okay, that sounds
That's what I
pretty
tell
good.
myself
goes.
every morning when I know I'm about to see you guys.
Start. Oh, I'll do start strong.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
thank you for the advice, Leo. That's great.
Yeah.
And now I've got a second wind.
There
So
we
yeah,
go.
those are perks. You spend them, and then obviously you unlock more.
Can you reassign those at will, or like once you make this decision, it's a little permanent?
I have not found that ability to do that.
Okay.
So
So that feels like there's some permanence going on.
maybe
here.
at some point
All right.
you will be able to re-roll.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I have not seen that.
So going back to gameplay, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the pool.
Oh yeah.
It's not really a question as much as it is a command.
Yeah, if you're fast. You can-
Holy
you
cow!
probably read
Go back to
those.
that book. Jeez, oh Pete, that's
Ooh.
asking an awful lot, isn't it?
Well, if
There's
you're not
a-
reading the comic, you should have plenty of time.
Yeah, but the comic has pictures, right?
Mm.
That's the only way I read. Yeah.
At this point, it's just a straight up book. All right, so you have these
fair.
different chests here. I'm assuming that you're getting keys as you fight enemies sometimes.
Oh, this could be.
I don't
Puzzle
like
of some
this, he
kind.
says. A puzzle. All right, Leo, pay attention. You're our sharpest puzzle-solving mind at Game Informer.
Okay, here we
Your
go.
secret weapon.
Puzzle me this.
All right. The Sun King Quinn had a very long reign. Every known land was his domain. All right. This is written a rap verse. His vaults of gold coins were filled to the brim, yet when he died, he couldn't take any with him.
Oh!
Four-fingered Quinn, that famous rapper.
All right. The words by Four-Fingered Quinn appear faintly at the bottom of the note as if erased by the author. Uh-huh.
I don't think that gives us any kind of clue. Is there a clue in there?
I don't think so.
All right, look at
Not that
the
I can
levers. Did the
parse.
levers say anything? Yeah, fine.
Can you just open all of them, but 2 of them are going to be booby trapped? Is that the idea?
That's what I'm wondering. Should I go collect my reward or?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go see what's in this one.
Oh, it's a mimic.
Oh, get out of there! Oh no! I should have tried to lock him in.
You really
yeah,
should
that would've
have.
been cool.
I think that this guy is really cool to look at. Leo,
He is really cool.
to look at? Are you into looking at him?
As far as evil treasure chests go, this is one of the best designs I've seen.
And at this point, he don't even got a name, Reeves. We don't even know what to call him. He's just a whole bunch of question marks.
Yeah.
Is he a level 5? That's all we know about him?
That's what we know, and he's casting something.
This is not going to be good. Could this be your first death?
Maybe. Ooh, he don't do a lot of damage on that guy. Oh.
Oh no. Oh. Okay,
Ooh.
for those of you who are just watching this
poison.
on your computer, you missed out on a little bit. The chest actually leaped out of our screen. It was gnawing on our legs.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I'm bleeding now, actually, which is not good.
All right.
In case you're curious.
She says I'm
Not a
starting
good
to
thing.
like this.
So...
What are you going to do here, buddy?
Well, I could keep attacking, or I could cast some defense.
Why don't you just do
Let's
it?
do some barrier
Do
swing.
some good stuff. Oh no.
Ooh,
Ouch.
that's rude.
Oh, honey.
All right, I could do my burst.
Do it.
Heal everybody up. a little
Honestly,
bit.
you should do your best.
Mm.
Oh, Leo. Here we go.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Juice cleanse.
that could have healed him a little bit more. I think, honestly,
Well, if you put those points into
I would like more.
those perks that Leo suggested.
He's not bleeding, but I could bleed him,
Yeah. And then follow it up with,
and then follow him up with that other attack.
there you go,
So let's try that.
the old 1-2 combo. Oh yeah, more than half health gone.
Oh, you just cast like poison on hit.
You're gonna like my review.
You're gonna love my review.
Yeah.
You're gonna like the way I call this game a good game. All right, here we go.
Now we know his name. You guys are on a first name basis.
Oh, Treasure
It's-
Elemental.
Yep.
We've learned so much about you. I feel like we're close.
Yeah.
Is
so
that just
he-
you guys coming up with a name for him?
I think he has teeth on his tongue. Isn't that weird?
It's a hook on his tongue. Yeah, for sure.
All right. I'm gonna do this one.
I don't know if it works once. Oh.
Oh no, he's not bleeding anymore.
Well, at least you're poisoned. How's that going for you? Oosh. That's quite a poison. What are you gonna do? Nobody's
Well.
bleeding.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And I'll do a little bit of this fist damage.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Yep.
Why not?
Go for it. Oh.
Take that, buddy.
You've knocked it unconscious. Don't worry, he's fine.
If you're a big fan of Treasure Elemental, he'll be fine.
I knew
He just
that's what he
needs to
was.
Sleep it off.
I wouldn't have needed the question marks. I could have told you. I said mimic, but I was thinking treasure elemental.
All right, should I try this again?
I think you should try it, and if it is indeed another mimic, we can skip ahead using the magic of Leo's video editing and show something else we have not seen.
You did it.
Nature's
Should
touch.
I go for the third guy?
I would not put your luck.
Looks like there's a dead body in there, so I don't know.
That seems safe.
Oh, you know what?
What?
It looks like there's like skeletons and stuff in the other two, so I wonder if that's like the clue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so where are we at? Should we try to go for the big treasure chest at the end of this thing?
How far is that? What are we looking at, time-wise?
10, 20 minutes.
Yeah?
So we'd have to cut it. You might want to cut ahead. Recall. Some enemies I've noticed, if you haven't noticed this, I fought one of these guys before, like they start ghosted, and so you can't attack them at this point. So you probably just want to like do some defensive stuff.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to jump to the town and check that out. You can kind of give us a little tour. and then we'll call it a day. What do you think, Reeves?
Sounds great.
All right. So as you can see, we're in the town of Harm's Way. Why don't you give us a quick tour?
I hope I didn't overhype it.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the town.
All right.
You have an inn in the middle. This little exclamation point means there's a side mission I can do for this guy.
All right.
If he wants me to go in his basement and kill a bunch of spiders,
All right.
which I found extremely novel. I'm like, what a cool little quest.
I'm used to killing rats in the
Yeah.
basement.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
So you can go sleep there. When you sleep there, all the enemies on the map reset.
Okay.
And come back to life. So kind of Dark Souls inspired ish, maybe. I don't know.
It's all Dark Souls.
And then here's the smithy. He's given me a couple of quests.
Okay.
But I can also buy stuff from him,
just chat if you want.
or just chat with him because he's
Okay.
my buddy. He's got a good beard. It looks like he could arm wrestle. What do we have up here again? The altered bestiary.
All right. So this is where you're collecting entries from your encounters, and she sits at home and waits for you to come back and tell her all about it.
That's right.
Wait, what are you training?
That's right. Good question.
I know.
I don't have anything to train yet.
Cool.
Give you any training.
There are hunts though, which I haven't done any yet.
Okay. Because you are at this point, I think the odometer has rolled over.
2.5?
No, you're
2.6?
at 3.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we've gone so far.
All right.
Then she also sells some stuff,
Okay.
crafting components and whatnot.
Again.
So that's her.
Uh-huh.
She's one of my favorites.
All right. Is there
This
anything
guy-
that's particularly interesting here
Well, how much do you want to see another house that looks similar to the one we just looked
where I
at?
can purchase things?
Yeah, you can purchase things at the curio.
Oh, interesting.
You can also craft things
DJ
here.
Qual. Okay.
Looks a bit like JV Gwaltney, yeah. Yes. That's kind of a overview. This is the only town I've seen, but
Yeah. Pretty
I think
good.
that's a pretty good look at Battle Chasers Nightwar in general.
Yeah. Hey, Reeves, you having a good time with it so far?
I'm having a great time with it. Yeah, if it's if you enjoy those Final Fantasy turn-based classic RPGs, this has a lot of that going for it. But really good art and
Some Diablo-style dungeon crawling.
yeah, a lot of loot, which is fun.
Yeah.
So far so good.
Leo, are you going to play this game just so much?
Every day for the rest of my life, probably.
All right.
Specifically, just the fishing stuff.
Awesome.
Fishing.
We can trade
Can't believe I didn't mention
fishing stories. The one that got away. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. That was Battle Chasers Nightwar, not Darkstalkers. And, yeah. Ben, thanks for joining us. Leo, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
that. Thank you,
All right.
Cork.
Come
I had a
back.
good time.
Bye.